Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Adassa, a recovering workaholic and the voice behind ROS Beauty, Health, and Marriage. Today's exercise is going to be mindful cool down. So after a week of working out, this is the way that we cool down, and it's brought to you by Fit On. So bear with me a moment while I go ahead and share my screen. And let's go ahead and do this. So let's do this.
Hello, incredible humans. I hope you're doing well today. Today's stretch will be just a little mindful cool down after a workout. Maybe it was intense, maybe you need a little bit more rejuvenation. So this is a stretch that you can do anytime when you don't have a lot of time, but you still want it to be beneficial. Let's go ahead and get started right away. We're gonna find ourselves in a seated cat and cow dynamic stretch. So the way that this works is you're gonna press your hands into your knees and lift, expand open through your chest, take your chin to the sky. And then through your exhale, rolling through the spine, take your chin to your chest. Inhale, opening up through the heart, take your chin to the sky. Exhale, rolling softly through your spine. Inhale and exhale. Vivid breath, inhale and exhale. One last time, inhale and exhale. From here, we're gonna come back to a neutral spine. We'll get a little bit into the neck, the traps, and the side body. So we're gonna take the right hand over to the right, and then take your left hand, reach it up to the sky. Maybe you even reach your right hand a little bit further, coming onto your fingertips, or you can even take your right hand and reach it far, far, far away. Left arm reaches up and over, dropping your right forearm to the floor if possible. You should feel a lot of stretch on the side of the body. The left side of the hip connects all the way up to the armpit. And then we're gonna roll forward. So reach forward, come onto your fingertips. And then going to the other side, just reaching, doing the same thing. Left elbow drops if possible, reaching through the right fingertips. And we wanna breathe in a way that resembles expansion through the side of your body. We must always be willing to give ourselves time to breathe. Bring it back through the center, leaning forward, and then roll the spine up. You're gonna take your right hand and reach it off to the side. It's floating. You're gonna take your left hand to the right ear, and then just slowly pull your right ear away from the shoulder. Now you can play with different positioning of the hand to see what feels the best. And really, really reach the fingertips away from the body, like the way a leaf leaves a tree. And then we're gonna come back to the center. Let's go to the other side. So reaching your left hand outwards away from the body, right hand to the left ear. Pull the left ear away from the neck, feeling whatever sensations arise. You may even close your eyes. I need this like multiple times a day, and I don't do it enough. Thank you guys for forcing me. And then we're gonna release nice and slow. Take your hands back to the front of your knees and move the neck in a nice big circle, going in both directions. And then bringing the head back to center. This next one that we're gonna do is actually one of my favorite trap exercises or trap stretches ever. So we're gonna find ourselves in a little seat with the feet out in front of us. So you wanna make sure that your feet are grounded here and your knees and legs are about hip width distance. You're gonna take the front of your hands, not the front of your hands, you're gonna take the palms and bring them, connect them to the front of your knees, maybe even the shins. From here, the elbows tuck in, and you're just gonna slowly roll back, roll back, roll back, and you should feel some type of sensation through the neck and the traps. Now, if you want a little bit more, and you're a little adventurous, you can lean back even more until the feet come off the floor and it's a little bit of a counterbalance. And then we're gonna come back up. Let's find butterfly pose to get a little bit of those inner thighs today. Bring the feet together, let the knees fall apart. If you want, this is something that I like to do. If you can't tell, I'm a little tight. So we're gonna lift the butt off the floor and see if you can push the butt with your hands behind you closer to your heels so that the groin is closer to your feet. From here, you're gonna take the hands around the toes, elbows tuck in, shoulders away from the neck, and start to fall forward. Now, there was a time in my life where my hips were super open and I would be able to get my forehead to my feet. And if you're looking at me now, I'm a far away from that. But guess what? I'm a lot happier than I am now, than I was then. Our happiness doesn't come from the way that we practice or the depth of our posture. Our happiness comes from the ability to accept ourselves. And so even a little mindful stretch like this is a way to find more acceptance. And then we're gonna bring it back up. Let's take the left knee behind the right knee. So you're gonna cross your right knee over your left knee for Gomukhasana. And if this doesn't work out for you so well, another entrance is to come forward. Your right knee is crossed, your right foot is over to the left edge of the mat. Take your left knee behind your right knee and see if that's a little bit more approachable as you sit back onto your butt. If this is too tight, you can also just simply cross your ankles, sitting with crossed legs. You can stay upright, or you can start to fall forward, releasing the hands, releasing the forearms. People don't realize how beneficial stretching is to working out. The more flexible and mobile your muscles are, the more you're able to find leverage in a lot of strength training positions. For instance, I used to be more of a bodybuilder and I was the tightest person I knew. I now can go back and lift the same amount of weight without doing the same amount of effort because I have more flexibility and range of motion in my body. You don't have to muscle through everything. We're allowed to be both. Bring it up. Take your hands back behind you, lift up through your heart, and then we're just gonna go to the other side. So now the right knee is gonna come underneath the left knee, and we're just gonna find ourselves upright. Again, if this way works better for you, right knee behind the left knee, do that, and then sit back onto your butt. So you can stay upright, finding balance and breath here, or you can fall forward. Mindfully paying attention to your breath, noticing the way the sides of the body expand on every inhale and the way the sides of the body contract with every exhale. And then let's mindfully come back up, nice and slow. Take your hands back behind you, lift up, release the legs, and give them a little wiggle. Give them a little jiggle, and then take your feet together. Reach your feet toward your fingers and your fingers toward your feet, and then roll the spine down to your back. Bring your knees above your hips and let your arms fall off to the side like a T. We're gonna drop our knees over to the left as you shift your gaze over to the right. I always like to say, a little twist a day keeps the back pain away. Inhale, bring it back to center. Maybe you shift your hips an inch or two to the left and then drop your knees over to the right as you take your gaze to the left. Inhale, bring it back in. And then we're gonna find ourselves in a comfortable seat. Coming up, finding your ankles crossed. Let's end with 3 breaths together. Lifting up to the spine. The chin drops a little more towards your chest, and the palms are open on your legs. May we invite love into our body today. May we invite worthiness into our body today. May we invite breath into our body today. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Big exhale out the mouth. Deep inhale. And let it go. Inhale, deepest inhale of today. And a big sigh to give it away. Bring your hands together at the space of your heart. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. May you always know you can come back to this stretch when you are tight on time. Stay well, stay strong, but also remember, you can be soft. Until next time.
All right. So, how was that to end the week? We worked out throughout the week and we had nice stretch to cool it down into what we call mindful cool down. I want to thank you for stretching with me today. I am Adassa and I am signing out. Until next exercise. Peace.